Hey,
Welcome everybody to Chip Chatter and Chip. Hey, it's
hello,
quarantine Halloween
people.
edition. How everybody doing?
I'm great.
Hello.
I'm great.
I'm
Tonight we are
awesome.
just awesome. Tonight we're just gonna vibe to the Halloween season and quarantine. 2020 got us looking a little different, but we're determined to have fun anyway, and that's exactly what we're gonna do.
Mhm.
As usual, we're gonna kick back like we normally would at the after party. This is exactly what this is intended for. We're just gonna create a vibe and have fun and make an epic memory. And this is all about Halloween. So we're gonna kick it off with how much share. Marissa, what you got going on over there?
I have, it is a tropical Moscato with pineapple juice and lemonade. That's what it is. And then it has
Oh,
like a little sugar rim on it to make it, for the Halloween.
cheers, cheers.
Yeah.
Snazzy. All right,
All right.
snazzy.
Y'all, Marissa is the Pinterest queen, and I will show you exactly what I mean along with this show. She is the bomb. She does all the cool stuff. Desmond, what you got going on over there?
Well, I was eating ice cream. Yeah, I know I'm fat, so it's all gone before it's whatever. But I was eating ice cream. I couldn't help it. I was the kid in the movies that was eating the snacks before the movie started, so I didn't have no snacks during the movie because it was just so good.
All right, Miss Janine. We got Elastic Girl, y'all. Hey, Elastic Girl.
This is incredible in the building. I am actually drinking on an Arnold Palmer, and I just put a little shot of Grey Goose in there.
Yes. Yes, great. All right, now. That's how you
All
feel.
right.
Snazzy. All right.
That's what's up.
Mhm.
But if y'all ready to have some quarantine fun, let's go ahead and get to it.
All right. I just want to say, Tori didn't shoot Meg. Tori did not shoot Meg. I'm
I
sorry.
don't believe he did either, but
Oh, see, I have a witness in the house on tonight.
I don't believe he did.
You don't believe he did either, right?
Mm-mm.
I don't think he did either. I'm gonna be honest with you.
We 4 for 4 on that then.
Okay.
What? See, this is amazing to hear that women are starting to say that they feel because y'all, as women, y'all know.
We can,
So
but be fair to consider the fact that it just might have been accidental. Like he wasn't intending to
Right.
have the gun go off and shoot her.
Right.
It was like
hey, I didn't even think he had the gun, and I don't even think he was near the gun.
you want to go there?
You can deep.
You want to go there?
I do.
Okay, so
Oh yes. What?
Oh yeah, what
it's
is?
melted. Don't judge me. These were googly eyes. It's a googly eyed margarita. It's got cherry and strawberry in it.
Oh, fancy! You thought you was Fridays on tonight. All right.
Did. I got the skills. I'm the undercover bartender. And then I have a candy corn cup. And I have pound cake, pineapple, peaches, and whipped cream.
That looks delicious.
It does.
So yeah,
That do look good.
to be had tonight. If you guys want to go around, I would love to know some of your best Halloween memories or the most epic Halloween you could remember as an adult or as a kid.
I got one already.
All right.
Growing up in Philly, went to a big school. My school was grade K-8. Huge
Okay.
school. And every year we would have Halloween costume contests. And this might sound sad at first, but it's not. My father passed away, so we were on a little budget for a minute. So
Right.
Mom wanted to make sure we still, had all the childhood fun.
Yeah.
So one particular year, my mother made my costume out of a box and Christmas wrapping paper.
Oh.
She cut a hole in the top, 2 on the side. I had on some red leotards and some little patent leather. I think they were Shirley Temple type shoes. And she put a big bow on my head. And I won that Halloween contest at the school that year from a homemade costume. Couldn't sit down in it. But that was like my best. I was just prancing around in my box.
That is so sweet.
That is.
So see, my mom was doing Pinterest before Pinterest was even around.
Pinterest got Pinterest for your mama.
Yes.
I love it. That is so
Yes.
sweet.
Yes.
That is.
Marissa.
That is dope.
Um, I would say we never really celebrated Halloween, but when we moved here to Atlanta, we started going to Word of Faith when it was in East Point.
Mm-hmm.
My mother would always make us go to the Hallelujah night,
Mm-hmm.
which I
Come
used to
on here.
hate. Which I used to hate. And then she would make our costumes too. Like we would be, put the sheets on and find things to make us, people in the Bible and stuff. And me and my sister would be so mad because all our friends would be out, dressed up and trick or treating, and we'll be at Hallelujah night.
Yep. Trust me, I feel you. Me and Desmond are PKs, so we know all about Hallelujah night and not being able to go out, especially being city kids. Like our parents was not trying to hear us going out in the street when it was dark.
Yeah.
This time of night or this time of the year with daylight savings and whatnot.
Right.
We would got egg. They was gonna shoot. They was gonna
Yeah.
with a box cutter, all that type of stuff. Our parents was not trying to hear that. Desmond, you got a favorite memory you want to share?
I'm about to make y'all laugh because
I felt it coming. What's up?
my mother is
Mhm.
saved. Okay,
Very.
we don't believe in ghosts and goblins and stuff.
Mm-mm.
So was she never really, did the Halloween thing in the house. But the only time I would experience Halloween was honestly in school. Because in school, it's no holds bar. So one year, well, I've been the same thing for Halloween for the past, how old am I? I'm 34. I've been the same thing every Halloween for at least about 20 years now. Close to
What's that
20 years
saying?
now.
You been
Nope.
saved?
Nope.
What?
My favorite movie,
What's it?
Dead Presidents with the white face and the black eyes. The same
Oh.
costume every year. Every year. I just love it. And I do different variations of it with the leather, with the gun. Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing. I love it. I never really, really experienced it except for one year. One year I do remember going out, and this is in my adult years for Halloween. It was actually Lenny S. had a Halloween party, and Lala was there. It was mad people there. It was like mad people there.
Yeah.
And we was all dressed up in costumes, and I'm like, oh, this is like really fun. Like it was lit. But
Right.
other than that, that wasn't until my adult years. And it ain't never, and I know all about the Hallelujah night. We called it Harvest Party at my
Mhm.
church. They used to call it the Harvest Party. So yeah, I know all about it. Trust me, I know all about it. Trust me, we ain't have none of that. My mother was saved.
Yes,
I
it
remember one year, my uncle was standing in the driveway, and this is when we were living in New Jersey, and it was Halloween day, and my brother was on his way to school, and as the bus used to pull up in front of the house and pick him up, so because he went to a different school than me, so as my brother's walking to the bus, my uncle was standing in the driveway. He looks at my brother and looks at his bus, and on the bus is mad like ghosts and goblins and all
Yeah.
this stuff, and all the kids was dressed up in Halloween costumes. My uncle super saved, super saved to the bone. Like will pray anything off of you in a minute. Lay hands, lay you out. He looked at my brother. He looked at looked at that bus. He told him, "Plead the blood of Jesus every time you go in this bus. Plead the blood of Jesus." It was funny.
You guys, I just really had to find some memes since we all have been in the church either half our lives or all our lives. I couldn't
Yes.
let Halloween go by without sharing some past Hallelujah night memes with y'all. So can't nobody turn this one down. This is baby party, y'all.
Yes.
I
Mhm.
said, my mama said y'all ain't going to trick or treat because y'all gotta come to Hallelujah night with me. And then
Snuggle Bear.
Snuggle Bear,
yeah.
yeah, I remember him.
Can I go trick or treating? He says, no, you gotta go to Halloween night at church. He said, ooh.
Wasn't Snuggle Bear on a fabric softener commercial at one point?
Snuggle.
Snuggle.
Mhm.
Exactly. This is the classic Snuggle. The new Snuggle y'all see in 2020, that's not the right one. He's a counterfeit.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think my favorite
Mm-hmm.
Halloween memory. Actually, I have two, but my favorite, like for real, Halloween memory would have been us. It was kind of half split between going to, I guess it was Halloween night at the Light of Joy, and going to our godson's first birthday party. His theme was Dr. Seuss,
Mm.
and so we all got to dress up. So little man Junior was Captain America, but because we were like actually involved with the party, we got to dress up. So I was thing one and thing two, and so was Brittany. And then Mac was actually Cat in the Hat.
Mm.
And we had a ball. He made his own cat suit, y'all. Like,
Oh
so
wow.
with his own cat suit. And all he had to do was buy his hat and the ball. It was so dope. So
Wow.
that was a good memory. We had a good time. And then even like the time we got to go to Halloween night at Light of Joy and we came in, everybody was like, oh my gosh, you're actually dressed up.
Right.
And so
Y'all were
that
dressed
was
like
so
that when y'all came up
I
there, weren't
I
you?
hear a monster on your end. I'm not sure if I hear a monster over there on your end. Is that a monster here? Halloween is really serious over there, huh? Probably to get
that
the baby
one.
together.
And
Hmm.
then last year, where we got to ride around the neighborhood. That was the first Halloween I had with all three of the
Oh,
kids. Junior was Ninjago. Oh no, he was like some green ninja from Ninjago. I did I dress up? No, I didn't dress up. I just rolled him around in the stroller.
Okay.
Zariah was Minnie Mouse, and Zahari was a ballerina. So that was cool. They got mad candy. They got more candy than I do. They had so much candy, but they had such a good time in the cold. It was like a dope
Yeah.
experience. If you were the fun dad on the block, Desmond, and you want to take Justin trick or treating or do something Halloween
wait, if I
related,
was
just
what?
have some father son time, right? How would you like to spend, or what would be a good idea as a dad and son or dad and the kids like Halloween quarantine fun? Yeah, because social distancing, especially with him being that small, is kind of hard, right? Because they like to touch stuff. Kids his age, they want to touch each other or touch everything. So you
Right.
can't really social distance kids that age. But like, what would that be for y'all to create like a nice epic Halloween memory together?
I think it would be getting a lot of candy and doing some dope activities in the house, of course, whether that's painting pumpkins and you know doing different designs, cutting them open. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Putting the little lights in them. You know what I mean? Just different things while eating candy and turning up, and just doing the stuff that we wouldn't allow them to normally do, because it's that type of thing. So yeah, probably one of those. Just make it a lot of fun as
yeah.
possible. You know what I mean? My son is into this excavator thing now, so he wants to dig stuff up and
Oh,
knock his Legos down and build them up
such a
again. So
boy.
you know, little
Such a
boy
boy.
stuff like that.
Right.
He's such a boy. And
I
now
love
he's climbing up on the sofa and standing on top of the sofa now. It's so crazy,
they
so
growing up.
crazy. So
What about you,
yeah,
Janine?
so
Your kids are a little older, but like say like for those that are watching that was like struggling with the decision whether or not to do some type of social distancing outside or how they would do that or if they wanted to do something inside, what would you suggest?
Inside, I would suggest because I actually have had Halloween inside the house before.
Yeah.
Um, Inside, I would just and I know this is kind of weird, but I would do like a taboo type night, if you will, like a game night. And if you answer the question correctly, you have a mystery bag that might contain one piece of candy and some money,
Mm.
or it might contain, a whole lot of candy and some money, something like that, where, I'm just giving you some trivia questions or something like that.
Mm.
Or I would even, at the beginning of the night, I did this when I think it was raining one Halloween. And it was like, I've hidden a big shopping bag full of candy somewhere in the house, and I left clues as to where
Ah.
it would be. And the first kid that found the candy won the candy. So just
mm,
something like that. When it's a way that you can't get outside. Um, and as far as social distancing, again, I do have grandkids that are 6 and 7. So they are aware of what's going on. But I just think as far as that is concerned, I probably wouldn't go out of my neighborhood like I usually did take the kids. I would probably stay confined to the area that I know, and maybe even coordinate with people that I know instead of going door to door. Just say, hey, Kia, we're gonna come over trick or treating to your house if you're not going out. Set it up
I
somewhere,
like
something
that.
like that. Yeah.
I like that. Yeah, because at least if you know the people that you're hanging with, y'all are all on the same page. You know
Right.
what your habits are coming in and out the house, or daily what you're doing outside, how you quarantine, and how you sanitize things. If y'all are on
Right.
the same page, that would definitely work. I think that's a great idea.
Right.
Mhm.
Marissa, what would you do, or how would you set that up for someone, or suggest for someone to spend their time?
Um, Actually, this year, because we're not going out to trick or treat, I'm actually doing a sip and paint, well, kids edition though. So we're gonna do like the canvas, but they'll have pumpkins on it or whatever, and we'll paint and we'll have, drinks and a treat table, and we're also gonna do a costume movie night. So I'll have that all set up, and they'll still get to dress up, and we'll watch a Halloween movie. So that's another good idea to do if you're not going out.
That's gonna be so fun. I'm excited.
Mhm.
For the adults that are used to doing, y'all, I just had a funny memory. If you live in Georgia, you know what this is. Remember they used to do Tribulation Trail?
Oh yeah, I never went though.
Been
Did
there
you go,
twice.
Janine? I was gonna
Been
say
there
Janine used
twice.
to go, but
Yo, Desmond. So I went one year with
What is that?
a child. So I went one year with a few friends. But basically, Tribulation Trail is the Christian version of like a haunted house. But the intended purpose in mind is to basically scare literally the hell out of you, because it tells you like what the path would be like if you was to go to hell. And so the objective is like, okay, let's put these kids on Tribulation Trail. It's outdoors. They set it up. It's like, almost like a scavenger hunt. You got to travel like you would at a haunted house venue, and they have these not exhibits, but like these things on display. It's like 12 or 15 like pass throughs, and then it's like a kind of like a hellish like purgatory type setup at one point. Y'all, I laughed my tail off. I'm sorry, I know it's disrespectful, but it was so funny to me.
It didn't scare you?
Well, no, I know I'm gonna live right anyway. Whether y'all take me to Tribulation Trail or not, I'm going to heaven. Thank you. Jesus knows me very well. We talk every day.
Come on,
Okay.
sis.
So
Let me
I
tell
know
you
him very,
something.
very well, and he knows me.
Bishop Mo says somebody's going to hell. Everybody's not going to heaven. Somebody's
I
going to
know.
hell.
Now, if you
And it
know
ain't
me,
me.
it ain't me either. Now, if you know anything about me, you're gonna know how to love, and you're gonna know what love is.
All
So
right.
whether or not you make it in, it's totally on you.
Come
But you
on.
can't tell them you didn't know if you knew me. Messy. Quarantine Halloween fun for adults and kids. So I wanted to go through a thing called the Gag Is. Since we're not doing anything elaborate this year for Halloween, and we're not doing anything outdoors really, especially us, because we've all agreed in our minds that we're not gonna put ourselves at risk. We're gonna play it safe. The gag is this
What is
year,
it?
I don't have to spend money on new costumes. I can recycle an already worn and loved costume. I don't have to have gas in my tank to go somewhere scavenger hunting at a pumpkin patch, or go picking apples, or going to the scary house. I was actually thinking, guys, about going to a drive-in. I'll see how I feel about that, like a date
Yeah.
night thing. I'll see how about that. Since it's technically social distancing, but
Right.
we'll see. But the gag is, I don't have to spend so much money this year.
Absolutely.
right.
What's your gag, Marissa?
Mine would have been I don't have to spend money. I was happy I didn't have to go school shopping this year.
Oh yeah, right. Listen, the come up was real. So I like for those
Yes.
types of
Yes.
things. Thank you, Rona.
Yes, the
Yes.
come up was definitely real.
Yes.
Thank you, Rona.
Yes.
You looked out, sis. Hello.
Yeah.
The gag is, Janine.
Well, I'm going to agree with you because right now, what you see, Mrs. Incredible, wore this last year, but I wasn't able to wear it for Halloween. I actually wore it on a cruise to the Bahamas for a Halloween contest. So I wore it around October 13th. So, again, I don't have to spend money on costumes. My baby is about to be 17 Friday. So, if she wanted to go trick or treating, she'll go in
17? You have a 17-year-old?
I do. I have a 26-year-old as well.
Yo, let me tell you something. God is good and black don't crack. Because
let me tell you something. Let me keep drinking my water because you clearly was drinking water.
Yes,
that's how I look.
Drinking water and minding your business. Because
I drink water and mind my business. That's right, sis.
And she laughs all the time.
Business. Laughter is the key. I don't take life too serious.
Come on.
I have, I raise my kids, mind my own, and praise God. I'm so serious.
I know that's right.
Can we just have
you got a 26-year-old.
The nerve.
And 2 grandchildren.
The nerve.
You better go ahead, Grandma. You better go ahead, Grandma.
Sorry, let me correct you. Hold on. Let me take this off. It's Bebop. It's Bebop.
Bebop. Listen,
you know what's so funny because when I made my mother a grandmother, she was like, "They not calling me no grandmother." I said, "So what they calling you? What they calling you?" No, they gonna call me Mama. Mama. No, I'm your son. No.
I'm gonna tell you what's funny. I did not come up with that name. My son said they're gonna call you Bebop, so it sounds cool when they say, "Daddy, I want to go to my Bebop house." And that's how that came about. It wasn't anything that I don't want to be called grandma. My son, and I guess because of the way he hid the pregnancies from me, he tried to just do something funny, and they've been calling me Bebop ever since. He imparted that into them.
That's so funny. My mother was like, you ain't calling me. No, I ain't no grandma. I'm Mama. I ain't grandma. I said, you a granny now. She said, you ain't no granny. Who a granny? No, boy, please. But no, you look very good. You look very, 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 very good. I'm drinking water and minding your business.
Yes.
That's right.
That's what's up. Showing everyone my identity.
Yeah, right?
Yes.
Well, we're going to get into some games, and I am going to go ahead with the first one. And it is called Never Have I Ever.
Me in this game, though, always end up well, but keep going.
You good. The first one.
You laughing over there. Look, she laughing. Look, she's laughing.
So the first one would be, never have I ever been in a graveyard at night.
Never.
If you never have, you say never. If you have, you can sip.
Wait, did you just sip? You been in a graveyard at night?
I have.
What you was doing there? Do tell.
It was mystery night in Philly the night before Halloween.
Mischief night, yes.
So we were dared go in there, stay in there 5 minutes. You got somebody in there making all kind of sounds and
right.
Was it scary for real?
It was very scary.
I'm not gonna hold you. I cannot. I could barely do the cemetery during the day, so let alone at night.
Right.
I'm good.
Never have I ever been camping. And you know what? I'm actually
Wait, I'm lying. I'm spitting my drink back. I'm lying. No.
You haven't?
I have been camping.
But then you drink if you have.
Yeah.
Right. Let me get my drink back home.
You know what? Never have I ever watched a Japanese horror flick. Never.
I never did that. Because I think I don't know, between reading subtitles and then trying to be scared at the same time, I don't think it would add. I don't think it would work. It only works with the action in the fighting movies. And they'd be like, "What are you doing here?"
Right.
Right.
I don't even like American scary movies. I don't do scary
No?
movies.
Now, I'm not gonna hold you. We do have a few that's kind of, but after I see them one time, I'm not scared no more. But
Mm-mm.
it's a few movies that have came out where that
Okay.
thing walked past that screen mad fast, and you like, whoa, wait, hold on.
Mhm.
It's a few.
Yeah,
It's
Right.
only a handful.
it's
Alright,
hard
it's
for
only
me.
when
I love
it's
a
hard for
scary
you,
movie.
but you gotta watch it like in a theater or in some good surround sound when it's mad loud and that subwoofer is popping. Nah,
I hear you. Thank you for your encouragement, but nah.
I'm telling you, what's that movie? What's that movie? I don't get scared behind scary movies, but it is a handful that's like kind of creepy. Like, whoa,
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
It was because back in the day, I don't even remember how old I was, but we won some tickets to a movie around Halloween. I was a youngster, and we won a bunch of tickets. We went over to Jersey, and the movie that we saw was Hellraiser. Now, it might not be so scary now, but I was real young. I probably was like 8, and that was enough. I'm good.
I feel you. I feel you. If that was your introduction, I totally get it.
Yes.
Yeah.
We get it.
Never have I ever been on a lonely, deserted road.
I was in Vegas in the desert, and I was like,
Ooh.
"Oh my God, this is
Ooh.
no man's land."
Ooh. You was far.
Hmm.
I was on ATVs in the desert, the 4-wheelers, and
Oh,
like
well, I did that.
you looked around, and there was nothing around you.
Oh no.
Deserted road, everything.
Did you
My
have
mother
shelter?
lives in Blackville, South Carolina. A town so big that if you go through it and blink, you'll miss it.
Ooh.
But she lives 5 miles out of the town limit. So going to her house is a lonely, deserted road. I promise you. No lights, no street lights. The houses are probably a mile apart, maybe a little less, but yeah. We, that's all. That's all the time for me.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
dangerous.
Ain't it? Yeah. Never
Yeah.
have I ever seen a ghost.
Oh, I ain't
I,
know. Well,
I'm,
because
I'm,
that's. Let me sip to this because I see
I'm
stuff
gonna
all the
sip to
time.
it too. I'm gonna sip to it as well.
Never
Cause
have
some
I ever been inside a haunted house.
Like a real one, or like one that they made up, like, like Netherworld, or like somebody says the house on the block is haunted.
That part. That part.
We ain't doing that.
no,
Never
I ain't
have I
never been.
ever received a creepy phone call.
Yes, I have.
You could sip twice if it was from an ex.
No, I don't want to slow down
I
what
think
we're
we
doing,
all
but that it
should
was a
say.
it was a movie. Do y'all know that movie with the the girl comes out the TV and says like 7 days or something like that?
7 days. What? Huh?
Sip to that.
I don't know the name of the
I
movie,
don't. I think
but
I know which movie you're talking about.
yeah, it's like a Asian little girl. She comes out the TV screen and she kills people.
Well, I didn't know about the 7 days line, but it sounds like The Grudge. You're not talking about
That's
The
what
Grudge?
it is.
Yeah.
The Grudge?
That's what
Yeah.
it is. So I was
Okay.
walking back and forth while they were watching the movie, and my sister called me on the phone during the movie because I was staying in my room, and she said 7 days.
Oh, well, that ain't cute.
Y'all, that isn't that sister abuse?
Is. I'm not laughing. I'm coming up to your house, and I'm gonna let you know how unfunny that was.
Right.
Don't play with me.
Wait, so what did you do?
Screamed.
Her in 7 days. I would have been screaming to the top of my lungs
My
with
pizza would
laughter.
have been like 7 days. What? A check in 7 days? That is a whole. Oh no, I don't like playing them.
That is hilarious.
So next game we're gonna play is called One Gots to Go. Y'all ready?
I'm ready for this.
It's gonna be a variation of movies and like treats and stuff, Halloween related.
Okay.
So one gots to go. It would either be The Birds, Poltergeist, Jaws, or The Blob.
All of them but Jaws could
Poltergeist
go.
for me.
Said Jaws, Desmond.
Everything but Jaws could
Everything
go.
but
But it's called One Gots to Go. One.
I think The Blob. I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, I don't even know what The Blob is. Yeah, he could go.
Oh, that's
I'm
old
take
school.
the 80s card.
That's old school. I know that.
I know.
I remember the Blob, but I don't remember the story. I remember seeing it a little bit, but I don't remember the story.
Find it on TV and watch it, Desmond, this week.
We know Jaws though. See,
everybody know Jaws. One gotta go. I would say Poltergeist.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with you. Poltergeist.
Poltergeist. That's a good movie.
That little baby had me scared to look at TV. You remember when the TV went off back in the day?
I
had me scared for the TV to go off.
Yes.
Like, who's gonna come at the TV? Oh my God, mommy.
Scared of the TV going off. Scared of clowns. Just
yes.
everything.
Don't get me started on it. I hate it. But yeah. Let's continue. One gots to go. Chucky, Freddy, Jigsaw, or Michael.
Girl.
I'll say Chucky.
Nah, y'all bugging. Chucky was a gangster. How y'all get rid of Jigsaw? Jigsaw, get rid of Jigsaw.
He really was.
He was terrible.
Listen, he was terror. He was like sadistic.
Chucky was a gangster. And Freddy popped up in your dreams. Chill, I like that.
I ain't like that.
Let me pop up in your dreams, girl.
I can't even answer. I'm traumatized by all of them.
She said all of them.
Nah, Freddy Krueger was the illest one because he got you mentally.
Like I would be scared to go to sleep with you know.
Yeah, that's type of, like, and I'm a visual person. If I can't get it out my head, like I can't unsee it, you guys to go. Yeah, Jigsaw for me. Jigsaw for me.
And I'm gonna say Jigsaw on that because you know.
Yeah, Jigsaw for me too.
Ain't no doll coming to life.
Yeah, like how you get a thrill out of like me and Mac, we do this every year. Every week of October, we'll watch a whole bunch of scary movies together. I got to tell y'all about that one epic fail. Y'all probably saw my Insta story where we both was bug out at the screen. Y'all, I found the dumbest scary movie. But we're in the middle of watching all of the 8 Saw films. We just got through 3 last weekend. Hey, babe.
Wow.
I was like, why that little dog gotta be so creepy on the bike? Nah. Like, what if you just coming home from work in the dark and you just see this thing riding its bike down the like? No,
it's little, and if that's somebody's child, I fight kids
and hit right. You're gonna get these hands.
First of all, Chucky was a gangster.
He was bad as hell.
What did he say?
And he had a pot mouth.
Right, he had a potty mouth. Like, what was he, Heidi Ho? Something like that.
Like, you kiss your mother with that mouth? Really?
Chucky was cussing from young.
Hey.
My son Chucky was cussing from young. Yes.
Oh, he was bad.
Chucky was a gangster.
Oh. All right, one gotta go. Let's see. Scream, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. My what's his name? Silence of the Lambs. Hello, Claudia.
Yeah.
Or It. I'm gonna tell you right now. It's It for me.
Yeah, It for me too.
It's the It for me too because I don't like nobody's clowns.
No.
Yeah.
I don't. He ruined clowns for me. You know, it used to come
this
on
is it.
Remember, it used to come on WB11 all the time in Brooklyn. Every single time I saw Pennywise, I immediately turned the channel. I could never watch, and even now, like the remake, the new Pennywise,
right?
Ugly as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spare me.
They could have the old Pennywise, the new one, any future ones. They can have them all.
Miss me with him. Miss me with all of him. One other game that we can play as well, and this is, me getting to know your style of things, would be would you rather. So you let me know which one you would rather. So would you rather a Dust Till Dawn, a Bloody Bellini, or a Black Widow gin cocktail? The Bloody Bellini has Prosecco, raspberry in it, and then the Dust Till Dawn actually, I believe, has a little bit of gin in it as well, and some peat. And I'm gonna share all of these drink recipes on the Tip Chat and Show site as well.
I would do the bloody. What is it?
Bellini.
Bloody Bellini.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm in agreement
Wait,
with that.
what's in the
Okay.
bloody
Yeah,
Bellini?
I like that
The Bloody
combination.
Bellini has a
Yeah,
hint
that
of
sounds
raspberry
good.
puree, some
Yeah,
mint
that
blush
does sound.
prosecco.
That sounds pretty good, but they ain't got no Henny, no Douce.
That Black Widow's
No,
cocktail does. The Black Widow's cocktail has gin in it.
the Black Widow's cocktail
Yes. So that's what it's set for you. You would
is
rather
coming up next.
you would rather that one. And rather a Grave Digger cocktail, voodoo cocktail, or a brain hemorrhage.
I don't know what's
Or
in them, but I
what?
want a brain hemorrhage.
I know that's right. I looked at them too. I was like, I'm so for brain hemorrhage.
Y'all are
Right.
crazy.
I don't
Let
know
me
what
get
it
the stuff
is.
to make my
You tell
head
me
spin.
afterwards.
I know.
I'm into it. I'm not gonna ask no questions. I'm just gonna sit.
That
And I'm
part.
here for the whole entire drink. Don't it look good? It's just different.
Yes.
I'm gonna go with the voodoo one.
That one has melon, rum, and I forget what's in the syringe. The Grave Digger cocktail has ginger beer and rum in it as well.
Okay, I like
I
ginger
ain't mad
beer.
at it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm all for the hemorrhage. I would risk a headache for
Oh yeah.
It just looks so good. And
Hey,
I like the presentation. It's just
had
dope.
a bad day. Take a brain hemorrhage.
Right. Right. And I just wanted to share also, if anyone was looking for ideas as far as social distancing to share their Halloween with their loved ones or the kids, there's all sorts of trunk or treats. You can pull up to one of your local businesses or your local church, and they do actually have some type of social distancing in place for you. So they have hand sanitizer. You can safely social distance with your children or with your friends, and they won't make so much face-to-face or hand-to-hand contact. You can go get candy. I even thought of doing a virtual Halloween party over Zoom or something like that. Dress up, have some fun. Y'all can play Pictionary over the Zoom, or you can even play some of your favorite games like Taboo, like you said, Janine. I think that would be a dope idea if anyone was just gung-ho and just making it something to remember and share it with someone.
Right.
Out. So those are just fun suggestions and ideas. You can always run to Chip Chat and Chill on IG and on Facebook, and you can find out some more information. Social distance picnicking. So if anyone has been exploring the wonderful world of dating via social distancing since we've been on quarantine, Tinder I heard was dope. That's why he in these streets. Match. So if anyone has been not hooking up, but like getting to know anybody, if you dare, if you know how they've been quarantine behaved, if they live with someone or if they don't live by themselves, their habits as they go in and out the house. If you agree one another, you can get tested together. If you would like to, you could do some social picnic or like a nice Halloween picnic if you want to. We have lakes here in my area. I know at least some parks. I know I've seen a couple public picnic like birthday celebrations and get-togethers at these parks, like on the Beltline. I actually saw some. So there's plenty of options, but we will all get through this together, right?
Amen.
Right.
Does anybody want to share a good takeaway that you got from tonight's celebration? Do you want to just share anything?
My takeaway is you can basically do Halloween on a budget,
Yes.
and you don't have to be afraid to do it. You can, you
Right.
can definitely do it in the house.
Right.
And like I said, that idea of getting together, coordinating with your friends and family who may not have kids or who are not participating in taking their kids out,
Right.
get together. Hey, we're gonna do, trick or treating at your house, just to get the kids out. And it's important to me because a lot of them are not going to school. They're not seeing their friends. They're not doing a lot of things. So I think it is kind of important to take this time and just do what you got to do to just put them back in a normal state.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, because they miss out on so much. They usually have their, social time at school. You get to give the teachers things. You share stuff with your peers. You bring stuff in, and they feel like the little milk cards and candy gadgets and stuff. But yeah, they've missed out on some things, and they're deprived of that. So you definitely want to make sure that that counts, and they don't look back at 2020 and say, "Well, we didn't really do anything." I know my first one to say that. Marissa.
I would say my takeaway would be that although, we have been on lockdown and, social distancing, that there's still things that you could do at home and with your kids and family. Fun things like me, I'm on Pinterest like every other day trying to find things for the kids to do every day. And that although this is happening, that you could still, do things at home and make it fun.
Absolutely.
Des, anything you want to share?
Tori didn't shoot Meg.
Okay.
Just I don't know. Just have fun in the house. It's okay. It's only 25% capacity outside anyway, so
Right.
you don't want to get a
Yeah.
25% chance of getting it.
It ain't worth it.
Although I was thinking about coming to Atlanta, but I don't think I should go.
I agree. I'm in agreement. We stay in Brooklyn.
I have a joke I want to share. It's not Halloween related.
Do
All right, go ahead. Let me hear it.
So I got pulled over by the cops the other day,
Katep.
and he looked at me and he said, "Ma'am, what is that in your cup?" And I said, "It's water." He said, "Ma'am, no, that's wine." And I said, "Look, Jesus did it again."
Only do it.
I like
I
that.
know I'm corny,
I
but
like
that is so
that.
funny to me. I was not doing a DUI that night. I will not do that.
Look, I stand firm. Look,
2020.
I don't drink and drive.
Right.
No,
Disclaimer,
no.
kids. Yes, no drinking and driving.
No
Right.
Pick
drinking
one,
and driving.
either or. Don't
I
do
just
both.
put it in 4-wheel drive when I'm coming home from the bar. There's other. Nah, I'm only playing.
Oh,
But what's so crazy? No, all jokes aside. It's so funny because people go to the bar, they get tipsy, and then they drive home.
Right.
Right.
Let's just stay in our lane and play it safe because that's the name of the game in 2020. We all want to be home,
Please.
one piece, nothing
Right.
Please.
missing. Well, thank you guys for your checks, your carry out tips. We took your to go boxes. We had a great time tonight.
I did.
Did you? If you could do a versus Halloween style, a versus battle, Halloween style, a villain versus a villain, who would like to be the better villain? Who would you? Okay, vampire in Brooklyn versus who? Who you got?
King T'Challa, because he ain't never losing.
I would do Vampire in Brooklyn versus Interview with the Vampire.
I see you, Bebop. Okay, Bebop. Okay, Bebop. I got you. All day, Bebop.
Oh, Jason versus who? Other than Freddy.
Michael
That was
Myers.
the best verses.
Yeah.
Ooh, Jason and Michael Myers.
That would be a good one.
That would be a good one. That would be extra good.
Yeah.
I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Jigsaw versus who?
Chucky.
I was getting ready to say my son Chucky would kill Jigsaw though. Cause I'm gonna tell you what Chucky gonna do. Chucky's smart. Chucky a gangster. You feel me? Chucky gonna act like he don't work. He gonna sit there and blend in with the other ones. And when you walk past him, he gonna step out. And then he gonna lay on the ground like he just fell. And then he gonna just creep up behind you. Roll under the couch. And then he gonna just He gonna stab you. That's how it is. Chucky was a gangster. Chucky was amazing. He was the best. He was one of the best scary movie villain characters.
Facts. Facts.
I was gonna say
He was.
Jigsaw versus Pennywise.
Oh.
I think that would just be tough.
Now
That would be
Yeah.
gangster. That would be
let's
gangster.
keep it going. Pennywise versus who else?
Ooh.
Who else?
Annabelle.
Ooh. I've never seen that movie, but that doll is scary.
Yeah.
I ain't see Annabelle either.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was a good one. Ooh, the girl from The Grudge versus who?
Don't do that. Who doing that? Don't do
She getting nervous.
the
I don't
girl.
know who would go with her.
I don't know who.
The spirit from the Poltergeist.
That could go for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
I got a good one.
What?
Candyman versus Bones.
Bones.
That was Snoop Dogg's little scary character.
Yeah.
But Tales from that was
think
just
Bones
gonna
was
bring
from
me to
Tales
my
from the
next
Crypt.
verse. It's Tales from the Hood versus Tales from the Crypt.
Yes. Tales from the Hood was good.
Tales from the Hood. That's what it was. Tales from
Yeah.
the Hood.
And Tales from the Crypt used to come on like on Friday nights, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Friday nights on Fox.
Yo,
And it was good
y'all,
too. It was
I
scary,
got a
man.
story about
Sci-fi.
that. So my dad, Lord Reverend Butler, we used to watch that together. And
Right.
one episode scared the crap out of me. I will never forget it. I still remember it to this day in the middle of my 30s. This guy went to the tattoo parlor, I believe.
Yeah, I can't
and
hear
he
you.
had this big behind cobra snake tattoo put on his chest. And the thing came to life.
Oh.
I ain't never forgot that. I was like, oh my, some voodoo type of they did some type of seance, did some shit. Y'all, that snake jumped out his skin. I was like, oh. Okay, so guys, it has been really fun. Did you guys enjoy yourself?
I did.
Nah, I did.
Yes.
And if anybody wants to catch up and support any of our hosts and guests for the evening, you can find us at the tags that you see listed along with our camera angle. So thank you guys.
Well,
you have
I'll
Marissa
say-
here. You can follow her on Instagram here. You have Janine here. You can follow her on Instagram here, as well as Desmond is here on Instagram, as well as at Show Chunks. And of course, you have me, your host, Zachia. You can follow me anytime at Zachía Media House, as well as Chip Chat and Phil on Instagram. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I had a blast. This is my favorite time of the year, so I had a great time. Thanks again for the memories. Until we meet again, love yourself, stay safe, live in power, and bring some friends to Chip Chat and Chill. Y'all have a good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Night, night. Ooh.